Joining in. I'm so glad you're here. Tonight's topic is about 5 reasons you want to have a boy toy, why it's a good idea. Now, I want to tell you that before I went live with this broadcast, I usually send out a quick little announcement and I let everyone know that I'm going to be, going live in a little bit. And I got 4 or 5 emails where women were saying, Adrienne, I cannot believe you're endorsing having a boy toy. You're always telling us that we need to put out there what we are really, really wanting in a relationship. And how can you tell us to have a boy toy when you're also telling us to be in a loving, long-lasting relationship? Maybe if I scoot this over. I don't know. So a couple of people were really kind of like upset at me for having this topic. So I want to talk about that and just how manifesting your future partner and what you want in a loving, long-lasting relationship, how that all comes into play. Because it is very important and it's a good topic. I'm glad some of you wanted to, understand why this is going to be something that is ultimately going to be good for you. So I'm going to do my best to explain it. Of course, I have chat open. I love it when you girls tell me you can hear me. It's just always in the back of your mind, you're worried that no one can hear you and you're going to record this whole video. So if someone can hear me, just say, hello, I can hear you. That would be lovely. So I'm going to start off with, what is a boy toy? What is this? How is it different from friends with benefits? So a friend with benefit is something, a friend with benefit is someone that you maybe you really would like to have a relationship with them, but instead you're stuck in the friend zone and you're having a sexual relationship with them because it's convenient. A boy toy is something a little different. It's something for a single woman to have. You want to be single and you want to have, your life, your quantum dating. You want to have everything out there for you. So the boy toy is there while you're doing this. So a boy toy is often a man that is younger than you, who isn't really equipped or ready to be in a relationship, but he's there and he's eager, he's ready to please, and he is available for your satisfaction on a lot of different levels, and not just sex. But I'm going to talk about those. Again, this is if you're single and you're searching for a partner, and I'm going to go over how this can affect you even if you're wanting to manifest an ideal partner, why a boy toy is a good idea. All right. So I'm going to start at the top with 5 reasons you want to have a boy toy in your life and how you can actually get one. Well, getting one is probably pretty easy. Just open your eyes and look in the direction of some men and point, and you can easily find a boy toy. But I want you to go above and beyond that. And I want you to find a boy toy who is really kind of into you. When I was dating, I ran into a whole slew of men that were younger than me, and just by coincidence, and they truly wanted to be with someone a little bit older. A couple of them fell in love with me and really wanted to have something long-term with me, but ideally they weren't what I was seeking in a partnership. So I did have a main boy toy, and wow, was he amazing. I talk about him in my coaching practice. He's a fantastic person, amazing guy. And from the beginning, I had the idea that this was going to be a totally sexual relationship. I wasn't understanding that he was going to bring so much more to my life. And in my coaching process, I had him around, and he brought so much richness and fullness to my life as I did his. And it became just really a wonderful, unique relationship. He was a lot younger than me, very fit, very handsome, lived with his parents, and took care of his parents. So it wasn't a total like deadbeat or anything. And just fantastic experience. No regrets at all. So I'm going to talk to you about 5 reasons why this is a good idea to have one of these in your life. Now, if you like my videos and if you like this video so far, you're excited about it, you're having a good time, please give it a thumbs up. Other women can find it and you let me know that you like it. Also, I would love it if someone could just send me a quick message or two. By now, you girls are usually just talking to me so much, and you are also quiet tonight. So I just want to make sure you can hear me. So the number one reason you want to have a boy toy is it's going to amplify your feminine vibe. It's going to amplify this vibe you have as a feminine, a quality, beautiful, alluring, feminine being. And that's something that I try to get you to do through dating. And sometimes it doesn't go that well because you're aimed at having a relationship. And instead, boy toy, you're aimed at having fun. Now, if you have been dumped, divorced, kicked to the curb, and you're not feeling very good about yourself, a boy toy is one of the best things you can have because these men usually want to make love to every part of your body. They want to love you all over in every part of you. And I just think that that's such a wonderful thing to have in your life as a man. Oh, hi, everybody. I can see your messages now. Something was off. It's just such a wonderful thing to have in your life is this man who just wants to love you. So especially when you have been kicked to the curb and you feel unloved and unwanted, you have this man in your life who wants to be there for you. So it also will make you feel very young again. It'll make you feel young. Not that you're old, but you will feel this, rejuvenation and this energetic feeling because you're having a very light and easy and fun relationship. And he's going to be all about pleasing you, wanting to make love to you. This is going to amplify your feminine vibe. So when a man walks out on you and he dumps you, and if you were with the guy that I hooked up with right after my marriage, total narcissist, I had no idea what the world was like out there. He just left me and just said, I don't want to be in a relationship. 9 months of, being like this, and just one day, I don't want to be in a relationship. I'm just done. Just came to the realization, don't want to be in a relationship. It's freaking devastating for a woman. Especially after you've divorced your husband, you've lost your job, you got a health problem. I mean, life goes on, right? And you need someone. You need someone who is crazy about you. And thank God I found my guy. Thank goodness. Okay, so it amplifies your feminine vibe. It gets you feeling good about yourself because this is going to help you find the man that you're really meant to be with. If you are depressed, if you're sitting in your living room crying, home alone, not getting out and quantum dating because you don't feel good about yourself, you can do that as long as you want to, as long as you need to, but it's not going to be attractive to anyone. So at least you will have some time with this guy, your boy toy, and you can rev up your vibe, okay? Chime in. Let me know if I'm making sense here. Hi, someone from Montana. Hello, I got a lot of family out there. And someone's been struggling with this decision. So, Tujay, it's very great that you are feeling that. And how do you do this safely? And I've been for years in a sexual drought. Yes, I'm going to get to that. Step number 2, it prevents overinvestment. It never fails. I will work with a client one-on-one. She is paying me her hard-earned money to teach her how to date. And by the way, if you don't want to work with me one-on-one, just go get the program I have with Helena Hart. It's $99. It's 2 programs. It's a VIP library. We teach you how to contact men online, what to say to them, how to do this, how to date so you don't get screwed over in the process, all right? And one of the reasons you don't get screwed over in the process is because you don't get laser focused on one man. That will mess you up every time, but it never fails. A client will call me up and she'll say, well, I've been dating this one guy and I turned off my profile and he's really the one. And I'm like, what are you doing? You are now laser focused on this one man. There's no ring, there's no offer on the table, there's no nothing. And I get it. You want to have this loyalness to you, but you have to have the conversations that are required to have that loyalness. You see, that loyalty rather. So when you have a boy toy and you have this, great guy, let's say the guy you really want to be with, he calls you for a date on Friday and then you don't hear from him again until next Sunday. Oh, it's a terrible feeling. It's a terrible feeling. But if your boy toy's coming over and dropping by with Chinese food and wanting to make love to you 3 times that week, you're not as focused on the guy that isn't calling, you see. All right? So this ends sexual frustration for you. So while you're dating other men, and I want you to date like 5 at a time, and I explain that in my programs, I explain how you do that. So when you're dating these men, and you have that one guy that you really kind of like special, but if you start having sex with him exclusively, you're going to feel really attached with him. You're going to start feeling like a wife. You're going to start feeling like a girlfriend. And if you do that, you're going to lose that energy, that mental challenge. Sorry. I knew it would happen one day. But you're going to lose that edge and that mental challenge required to really tie up his heart, because you're going to have that focus all on him and he can feel it. Men are so sensitive. They can feel it when your focus is on them and you're pushing and hoping to become girlfriend and hoping to be the one that they choose. They'll feel it. And even if they really like you and really want to be with you, it'll turn them off. It'll do some weird trick with their DNA and turn them off. So this prevents overinvestment, because you can have sex as much as you want with your boy toy. You guys have that agreement. You want to have that agreement. And if he's kind of iffy about that agreement, you need to just pass, because there's some other boy toys out there who want to be with a real woman. They don't want any games. They don't want any mess or any playing around. They want it easy. And they're out there and they want to learn. They got a lot of years to get to wherever they want to be in life. They are here to serve you right now. It's a wonderful feeling. This will also help you not feel needy and clingy. Again, I talked about that laser focus. You will have a scattered focus. You will have a diffused focus, you see. It won't be all on one man. It will be, well, I have this guy and this guy. I really like this one guy, but I think my boy toy's texting me right now, you see. And that's going to be in your vibe. It's going to be in your energy. So that man that you really, really like, he'll be like, I am crazy about this woman, but I don't know. I think she might be sleeping with someone else. And one night he may even say to you, so this feels really good. We got a great thing going, but are you seeing someone else? And you can say, well, yeah, I'm dating. Yeah, I'm dating. I'm curious. Why you want to know? And he'll say, well, I don't want you dating other people. I want you dating just me. And go, oh my goodness, I'm so flattered to hear that. That sounds wonderful. What does that mean? Because, I don't want to be a girlfriend. I want to be a wife one day. And I don't want to put any pressure on you. I don't want to put any pressure on this relationship. But yeah, I want to be a wife. I don't want to be a girlfriend. I've been a girlfriend before, and not for me. You see, you got to have that conversation. Now, if you want to go deeper into this, don't duct tape it together. Get a program. The program I did with Helena is a great one to start with. It's $99. Dating Unzipped Complete Collection, or get New Man Manifesto if you are into law of attraction and manifesting, right? So look at a couple of your questions really quick. I have a husband and a boyfriend and a boy toy. Bad you, bad. Someone said, I'm scared of having sex with more than one man at a time. Now that is optional. I'm not saying have sex with more than one man at a time. If you have some of my programs, you get a VIP library. I have a little ebook in there called Sex, Sex, Sex. And it teaches you how to have this process. There was a moment where I had to say to that we were no longer sexually exclusive because I had patched things up with my guy and we had had sex. So I let him know, sorry, we're not exclusive anymore. We can still hang out sometime because we weren't, I didn't have the ring yet, but that's how sexual exclusivity, that's a whole nother video. That's a whole nother thing. It also wards off intermittent loneliness. So this prevents overinvestment. When you are lonely and that guy has not messaged you, you will pick up your phone and go, hey, what you doing? Or you'll start looking at his Facebook page or his Instagram stories. He's gonna feel it in your vibe. So it helps with your energy, ladies. Okay, number 3. I can't believe I've been talking this long. We're just now on number 3. For those of you in a hurry, I'm sorry. I move at my own pace. So number 3, you will feel like a goddess. Now, why do I want you to feel like a goddess? Is that different than your feminine vibe? It is. I mean, it's similar, but it's a little bit different. So I talk about when you are a goddess on a pedestal, and you're a goddess on a pedestal. So I want to give you a couple examples of what goddesses on a pedestal do. You're a goddess on a pedestal and you are with your, let's say, your partner, and you don't like the restaurant you're at. And he says, well, I only have like $40 extra to take you out to dinner. Let's just go deep here, okay? And you really want to go eat at this other place. As a goddess on the pedestal, you can say, you know what? That's awesome. I want to go eat at this other place. I really love like the seafood or the steak they have here. I'll pick up the difference. I'm a goddess on a pedestal. This is what I want, you see. You're taking care of yourself. You're taking care of what you need. That's part of being a goddess on a pedestal. I'm not saying don't let men take you where they want to take you. You can. But if it really, really is important to you, you're a goddess on a pedestal. What you need comes first. There was a time with my first husband where he was driving me so quickly in the car down the highway and it's pouring rain. I finally got him to pull over and I got my suitcase out of the car and I said, I'm calling a girlfriend to come and get me. I have asked you multiple times to slow down. He would not slow down. I was horrified. And I was ready to walk away from that car. I'm a goddess on a pedestal. I will take a Greyhound home before I get back into this car with you. And that is what it's like to feel like a goddess on a pedestal. I am important, okay? So when you feel empowered, worshiped, important, loved, devoted to, you feel like a goddess on a pedestal. Now, I try to get you to do this in quantum dating by dating lots of men, but sometimes you go out looking just for a sure thing partner. That's not what quantum dating is. Quantum dating is about dating the non-applicable man. This is a man that may not really be suited for you. You only have to go on one date with him. But if you like him a little, go on date number 2. Date number 2, give him a kiss, see what it feels like. And if you like him, again, go on date number 3. It is so easy to say no. Just no, no, no to everything. And that's the beautiful, wonderful thing about quantum dating and dating the non-applicable man. So you will feel like a goddess adored on your pedestal by having a boy toy. Number 4, let me look at some questions real quick here. One person said, but does that mean the boy toy is a rebound? It doesn't matter. It's great if he's a rebound. He's going to help you heal. He's going to want to make love to you and make you feel good. Pick a boy toy you are not going to fall in love with. You're going to deeply like. So my boy toy, he didn't have the career going for him. And I knew it would never. And intellectually, we were good, but we weren't what I needed at all. So there was, I love him. I still love him. He's a wonderful, amazing human being, but I was not worried about falling in love with him. you see. All right. Number 4, I hope I answered your question. Lose myself. A rebound. Doesn't matter if it's a rebound. He's just someone to have fun with, someone to take care of you, worship you. My boy toy one time came over and helped me with a bunch of chores. Another time I was sick with the flu and he brought me Gatorade and soup and stuff. So it's great. They're wonderful to have. Number 4, practice on him. He's in front of you, so you can practice on him. He's a man. You can practice on him, you see. All your tools, feeling statements, I feel, I'm feeling, I felt, practice. You can practice on this guy like crazy because you don't care if it really goes very far. That's why you also date the non-applicable man. You date Joe from wherever because you don't really think he's going to go very far, so you can practice on him. I want to be a wife. You say that on the first date. Yeah, I want to be a wife one day. I don't want to be just a girlfriend. You get it out and start practicing. It's a difficult, line to deliver. And so you got to practice. That's just one thing you got to practice. So feeling statements, leaning back, being in your feminine energy, being able to just receive from a man. Practice. Really, really get him. That's a tool I teach in my Man Magnet. Really, really get him is about listening to him and hearing what he's saying and saying, oh, you must feel so, whatever it is. But not writing him a whole novella in the process. Just pick one word. That man will be like, my goodness, this woman gets me. She makes me feel so good when I'm around her. And the more a guy feels good around you, the more he keeps coming back around you. You gotta keep that good stuff flowing. But this doesn't mean do for him so he feels good around you. And make things happen so he feels good around you. This is about being in your body. You see? So I hope it's all coming together for you all. Also, you can practice poetry on him, which instead of like, I feel great. I had a good day at work today. You can say, oh my goodness, I felt all these little bits of ice and sleet hitting my face today when I left work. And I got just all excited because it's going to snow tonight. I felt like a little girl. You can express what you're feeling in your body with some poetry, right? I'm about to move on to number 5, but let me look at your questions. Orange Blossom said, Orange Blossom 2112. If I didn't have the second guy, my emotions would be all over the place and codependent, but I prefer to be faithful. So once there's balance, I'm not cheating. I hear you on that one. I hear you. One person says, how do you know if you can trust a guy physically? My friend has been raped and had a hard time trusting men's intentions now. So, darn it, I accidentally hid your message. I'm so sorry. This is about boundaries and keeping yourself in a safe environment with a person, and also about boundaries. And one of the things that I teach you is the importance of boundaries. I am a boundary queen. Get you a book on boundaries. Learn how to practice boundaries with men who are safe. Feeling for you. I'm sure there's a type of man that she feels really scared with. So boundaries are everything, and trusting that you can say that boundary. Having your limits. So in my Sex book, I talk about, and that's in the VIP library that you get when you buy a product, everything but 500 ways to talk to a man. So in Sex, I talk about if you're going to have a guy come over to your house and you're pretty sure it's going to get cozy, have it in your mind what you're going to do and not do. Have that boundary. Will I be able to take my top off and we're going to like rub all over each other, but nobody's taking off their pants? What are we going to be able to do? How far will we be able to go? Will I let him touch me all over and I take no clothes off? What is your boundary? And the second that boundary gets pushed, no, I don't feel comfortable doing that. No. And let the guy know. He goes, well, we did it the other night. I know, but I don't feel that way right now. Okay. No, and be willing to get up, walk out of there, and leave, or do whatever you got to do to take care of yourself. So thumbs up if you believe in that one. Okay, thank you. Thank you for those compliments. I'm going to move on to number 5 here. Last one, and then we get to do more Q&A, which is always so fun with you all. Number 5. He will keep your stuff from getting dust on it. Okay? He will keep your stuff happy and relaxed. And by stuff, I mean down here. He's going to keep you well exercised and knowing what's up. And the cool thing about having a boy toy is that he's just got one job. He's just got one job. He does not have to pick the kids up and know when your birthday is and do all this stuff that you need in a relationship. He's got one job, and that's just to please you. And it's a great thing. And my boy toy was very inventive. He actually came over on Valentine's Day naked, got out of his car naked with a little Cupid outfit on. I mean, come on. I don't think I could ask my husband for that, but really, I think it's just a one-time thing. You get to experience something like that. You know what I mean? So it was just a one-time experience with him, and I liked it because inside that day, I was so brokenhearted. I had cried so much that day. I was so sad that day. And then to see his hot body coming towards me, I was like, okay, I can drop all this other stuff and just enjoy myself. He's got one job. He wants to make me feel good. Great. So the cool thing about that number 1 job, and he's keeping you in shape down here, you get to do some crazy things if you want to. If you've always wanted to try something and you have that trust established with him, you can crank up the music. You can watch a video together if you want to. Oddly, one night we watched Magic Mike, and then he reenacted scenes on my front porch. We had some good times, you guys. I'm having a good time reminiscing with you all. You get to do fun things together that you may or may not do with the next guy you meet. So let your wild child out a little bit. You get to have fun with this guy, okay? Who doesn't love Magic Mike, right? It's just a fun movie to kind of be a girl and watch. All right, so those were my 5 reasons why I want you to have a boy toy. And again, all you have to do to get one, it's really great if you go on a date with a guy and he seems like he's kind of DTF. Do you know what I mean by DTF? You get that vibe from him. He might be a lot younger than you, and you might really, really like him and already know that you don't, have much of a future with him. And then you can have this discussion about, it'd feel really good to just, be close and kind of snuggle and let him know what you feel. And if your boy toy falls in love with you and he wants to marry you or pursue you, there's a good chance you will have a very wonderful relationship long term. But that's for you to decide. It's always for you to decide. Well, what a wonderful world it will be for you to have, instead of thinking about, the man that you really want to be with who just won't get it together. He won't call you. He won't text you and all of that noise. You can just have some fun while you're quantum dating. Okay. All right. So I am going to, someone wrote, I can take all the cobwebs off myself. Yes, you can. Yes. Go have fun. All right, so I'm going to take some of your questions. Are you sure your boy toy wasn't in love with you, Adrian? Maybe. He never told me that, if he was. So, I don't know. I would love to take your questions. My sister has 5 kids with 3 different guys. Is that a statement or a question, Mike? But bless her. Be safe. If that's your subtle way of saying birth control, I think you just said it for us all. Thank you. Yeah, definitely be safe. Unless you and your boy toy have that worked out. That's up to you guys. That is not for me to decide. So questions? Any questions? You got to ask those questions. I'm so glad you all like the videos. I really appreciate your feedback. And again, this isn't for everyone. It's really if you want this, you see. And this is what you need. I needed it. I need attention. I need to be made love to. I don't like going a long time not doing those sorts of things. I did at one point in time in my life, and I never felt so terrible about myself. Not that I needed, well, yeah, it is that I needed it. I really did. I didn't so much need, like, I guess my self-esteem or something was suffering from it, but I needed it. I'm a human that needs touch. I need to have some lips to kiss. I need to have arms wrapped around me. I like to be made love to, just like any other woman, healthy woman out there does. And there's no reason to be ashamed of that. No reason to make an excuse about it. So let's see if you have any questions. Let's see here. My husband only wants to have sex once a year. If I didn't have a boyfriend, I'd go and... I'm not understanding what you wrote. Oh, are you the one that's having extra relationships? I hope your husband's okay with that. If your question's up a little, I can't get to it. You gotta retype it, all right? How do you allow a man you're dating and not ready to be exclusive with him, but really like him, to feel safe to let his guard down emotionally with you, even though you are dating other people? So here's the first thing. You don't really have to announce to him that you're dating other people. There's no announcement unless he asks. Unless you two have, talk about being sexually exclusive, unless he comes to you and says, I want to be, exclusive with you. And then you talk about it. But how do you let a man, open up to you emotionally? You open up emotionally to him. You create a safe environment for him to talk to you because you are safe with you. You aren't just being fluffy and on that glossy exterior of the world. You're not having phatic communication with him. You're going deeper. You're getting inside your body. You're talking about what you feel inside your body. So share from inside your body, and he will begin to open up too. And also practice really listening. You wouldn't believe how often women write to me, my clients write to me, and they say, well, he said this to me, but he's not talking about when he's getting together with me, and he's not talking about what we're going to do this weekend. And I'm like, are you not seeing what he's written here? Look at the words he's written you. He's talking to you about his day. He's telling you about things going on with him. Really, really get him. Listen to him. It's a good thing to do. I hope that helped. Let's see. Dana said she needs some masculine attention every day. I hear you. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's see. Okay, very good, Kiska City. According to a physician, women under 40 or 42 tend to get that oxytocin. So you bond. I think that's sort of inescapable. I really do. That you will feel some bonding. But it is nothing better than after sex if he starts to talk about Batman or Spider-Man or, something like that. It'll remind you that this is not who I want long term. He's good right now. He's doing what I need right now. But I want a boy toy, not an actual toy, not an actual action figure. So again, choose carefully. Choose your boy toy carefully. Choose one that you're not going to get attached to. Thank you. You're very, very welcome. Yeah, sure. I mean, guys are going to talk about Batman and Spider-Man and stuff like that. That's okay. They're going to do it from time to time. My husband is a really big music geek, and that's wonderful. It's on a whole different level. But I think it was the interest in comic books and then also the lack of interest or ability to have this other part of their life. Now, that's going to work for someone. It really will. That will work for someone. Someone at a comic book convention or something like that, that'll work for her. And anyway. All right, I'm going to let you all go. I love you all too. Thank you for tuning into my videos. Thank you for all the thumbs up. And I think you all are amazing for tuning in and subscribing, each and every one of you. You bring something really special to my channel, not just one type of idea or woman or feedback or interest, and that's what makes really my job so much fun, is that I get a lot of you with a lot of different experiences and situations. So 2 things I want to tell you about that I talked about tonight. I have an ebook called 500 Ways to Talk to a Man. It comes with a 2-day video class that teaches you how to speak to a man. The cool thing about this book is you can keep it on your phone. You keep it on your phone and you might get a text or a call from someone and not really know how to answer it. And you can go into that ebook and you can search those terms, pull it up, and then you will get some examples of what to say to this man. The other thing is I have a great program with my good friend Helena Hart. I'm sure a lot of you know her. And it's called the Complete Collection. It's $99. It comes with the VIP library. I'm always referencing that. So go check it out. Treat yourself to something really wonderful this weekend and learn some new stuff. You can duct tape so much of this stuff together, or you can just sit down and really learn it. And then when you're over at iHeart Love Academy, which is my Facebook group, when you're over there, you can participate on a different level. And one of the first things I sometimes ask people is like, what program do you have? So I'll know where you're at in this process. And it's a great little pack of women we have over there. We all answer each other's questions and we chime in and we talk about what works, what doesn't work. So I will be uploading those links once this video is done. All right, you guys, just reviewing your comments. You guys have all said such amazing things and sweet things to me tonight. Thank you so much. All right. Yeah. Someone had wrote a text about something, it doesn't make me feel good anymore and I'm going to be moving on and I'll miss you. And was that premature? It's only premature if you didn't really feel it and you aren't ready to say goodbye. Walking away isn't a tactic to get a man to, commit to you. Walking away is, what you do when you can't do it anymore. And a woman always knows. A woman knows when I just can't do this anymore. And for me, I kept seeing, my guy, I kept going over there twice a week. And at one point I just started to feel terrible about myself. And I was like, I can't do it anymore. I got to walk away. You will know. All right. And you'll feel tired. You got it. You got it, girl. All right. Y'all are awesome. Have a great weekend. I'll see you next week. And again, thank you for all the beautiful comments, all of you. They mean so much to me. All right. Bye-bye.